For me, the key takeaways, especially because I was at Child Forum in 2009, is that we finally made some advancements that we talked about in 2009, and now we're starting to see the results. You started with the signing of the law by the President of Brazil. That certainly wouldn't have happened in 2009. In 2009, we were too busy trying to explore the problem, and we were not trying to find the actions to correct what was going on out there. In addition to which, we also saw that people now realize there is a problem, not only in Brazil, but in all the countries in Latin America, South America, and throughout the world. It's not exclusive just to developing or underdeveloping countries. Certainly, and thank you for asking. It wasn't easy, to start with. We've been doing this for 10 years, and the 10 years started with 2 years of frustration for us because we wanted to make an immediate impact. And working with our partners at Childhood Brazil, we were taught patience. We were also taught to train our people, prepare the materials, prepare the tools, and then we began the launch. The program became not a program, it became a culture, because we had people coming up with ideas, and we had people coming up with actions that I hadn't even thought about. Then we had a task force formed, and the task force was bringing to me issues that they wanted to do. So now we're in the process of, we finished our first 10 years, and our task force is presenting to me, what are we going to do for the next 10 years? How are we going to take what we've done for the first 10 years, which has been to raise over $3 million, and invest into the child? And what are we going to do to, engage not 5,000 employees, because our company is growing very rapidly. How are we going to engage another 5,000 employees? We have 25 million guests that we've served. How are we going to deal with 50 million guests? How are we going to continue with what we're doing and what we're growing, and make sure that it's sustainable? Because I think that's really the key, is that what we have to do is that I'm not going to be around forever. None of us are. And it's time for somebody else to take the wheel and move forward. And that's been my surprise, is that it's no longer my program, it's the culture of our company that gives all our people a purpose as to what to do. We know what we're doing when it comes to running hotels, but we have no idea how to be an NGO or an ONG. And so we searched out a partner that knew what they were doing. We told them what we thought our goals were. They managed with us the goals that we thought we would do. I must admit that I didn't agree with many of the goals, but I said, okay, but if it gets us down the right path, this is where I want to go. Realize what you do best, and find somebody else that does what you want to do, and wrap your mind around, wrap your company's culture around, find out what they do best, partner with them, and work with them in order to accomplish the goals and the steps that we've done at Atlantica. I had the privilege of speaking at the United Nations a few months ago, and I was introduced to Princess Madeline, who talked to me about the program called Eyes Wide Open. And yesterday, 90 of our hotels launched the program and all their receptions and TVs. Now when you walk in, it says, welcome to the, Radisson Hotel, Quality Hotel, Comfort Hotel, whichever hotel we're managing, your name. And, for a few seconds, we have the video Eyes Wide Open. So what are we going to do now is that, what's the next step for us to keep the awareness out there, so that the wharfs that host the cruise ships that I talked about today are torn down, that we continue to engage the government in working towards our cause, and making sure that they understand that tourism has to be sustainable, and going forward with that.